Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. We are from group 3 for mini project MEM603, which are all about OSH implementation in industry. So our group consists of 6 people, which is Tengku Imran, Afid Durani, Haris Izzuddin, Anis Natasha, and me Esma Arisa Hamdi Nazaruddin, and Nick Muhammad Haikal. So, for our case study about OSH implication in the industry, so we decide to make a case study at the construction site at the Batu Pahat Johor. So, this project about to construct a new road that connect between Jalan Parit Jalil and Jalan Parit Serai, which is located both of them at Johor. So, this has been assigned to the IDS Material Resources Sdn Bhd Company, which as the main contractor, that been assigned by Kementerian Pembangunan Luar Bandar and been supervised by the Jabatan Kerja Raya JKR, which needs to complete this project. So we have sent some of our members to go to the site and to personally interact with the workers and there to understanding about the OSH implication that we have been learned and the rule about the laws and the regulation from the site that have been implemented in the construction site. This is very important to ensure that the safety of the workers there is safe and been monitored by the engineers and the supervisors to prevent any fatality occurs at the construction site. So this site is about to estimate to be complete around 3 years, but due to the pandemic COVID-19 and there is some of problem issue in the management, so they need to delay the project a bit to complete the project as well, because they have been spent on many budget, about a lot of budget had been come out, and they need to complete for the goods in the future.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Rizdan bin Amarif, and I will be explaining about Part A, which is the facilities for OSHA that should be exist in a construction industry or workplace. So the first point is OSHA related for Section 5. So in this section, the contractor shall ensure so far as is practicable the safety, health, and the welfare of all his workmen. So in this point, so the contractor will must ensure all their workers must follow the OSH Act and their safety and health protocol in the workplace. And then without prejudice on the generated of item 1, the matter which is due to the extent so far is practicable, in particular. So what they have to follow is the provision of maintenance of the plant or the workplace of their workers. Workplace is safe and without the risk of health. So in this, in the site visit that we do, so they are doing this by inspection and then checking temperature for the pandemics that we are having over last 2 years. So they having precautions about their workers' health. So making an arrangement for ensuring safety and absence of risk to health in connection with the use of operation, handling, storage, and transport of plant of substance. So the arrangement of ensuring safety, they are making procedures, making the list of what they're gonna do, so that anything accidents will not be happen. Provide such information, instruction, training, supervision as necessary. In this particular point, so they are giving information in the board, in their boards, giving information on the workplace, which signs and of that, and in the maintenance of place of work condition, to provision and the maintenance means access the egress from place of work are safe. So this means that in the workplace there must be really safe for the workers to work, to ensure and inspect the place all of time before making the roads. So they must make sure the roads will be safe and the workers also will be safe before doing their works. And in provision matters of working environment is man. So, So you also and the welfare of the works. So this is also all the OSHA Act in the section 15 that will be covered on the site. And the second point is the specification for occupational safety and health for engineers construction workers from JKR is item 8. So in item 8, they must carry out safety and health inspection and checklist and must submit 5 copies of monthly safety and health report to their office, head of project teams, quality office, and set office. And so the report must have the related OSH programs like toolbox meeting, any training, any drill or inspection, induction that have been happening, the audit. So they must be ready the report which the related OSH program and the incident statistic for early identification and incident. So any accident, even near misses, anything that been happening that might injure the workers, so they must put it in the report also. And related issues or complaints, damage that have been taken, status of a safety plan and hierarchy, so that they must put it in the report. And other list of workman permit, the CIDB green cards, tools and machineries that have been used, and other traffic and another safety control that are working in the workplace. And then personal protective equipment. This is the most important part that all the workers must have and they must have for it. So the equipment are as shown, which is safety boots, safety helmet, harnesses, goggles, gloves, safety jackets, earplug and mask for doing drilling works and destroying things, gas mask, dust mask, headlamp, and life jacket. Also, if entire contact apparate, safety equipment that also must have is gas detector, breathing apparatus, air ventilation pumps, like fire investigation, hazard type and safety barriers. This is also important for the traffic and the safety of the workers and the traffic. And number 4 is specification for occupational safety and health for engineering construction workers. Item 7 also from JKR. So this is a human and resource training. So the contractors must be a competent person for safety and health practitioner. So the contractor must follow OSH regulation 1997, factory and machine, building and workspace engineering construction regulation 1986 throughout the entire period of the projects. So the contractor also must get permission for the DOSH to operate the works there. So they must have papers and all the legislation for the projects to be done. So the contractor must conduct all OSH related training and program to their workmen and subcontractor in the workplace. And it's OSH related best practice and awareness course, CIDB green card, toolbox meeting, induction meeting, evacuation drill, and housekeeping program.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Tengku Imran and I will be presenting on part B regarding type of hazard that may occur on site and their preventive action. For the first one, based on reference from HIRAC, hazard that may occur on site is carrying mechanical struck, which is getting hit by a vehicle when delivering material at site, which may lead to fatality or serious injuries. For risk assessment, the likelihood 1 combined with severity 4, making the risk level at 4, which is considered as low at the site. The risk control that have been made as recommendation for control measure is unloading area at site must be barricaded. Moving on to the second hazard that may occur on site, which is getting hit by working tool or materials while site setting. The possible injury caused by the hazard is minor injury. The risk assessment for this case is 2 for severity, 4 for the likelihood, making the risk level at 8, which considered as medium at the site. For risk control, the recommended control measures are such as toolbox meeting before start work, ensure proper housekeeping, no adjacent obstacle, and proper material arrangement, which should be taken note by the person in charge. The third one is welding hazard. Based on the hierarchy, the hazard identification while performing welding work is exposure to fire, hot, sun, and electrocution, and the possible injury are body burn and heat stress. The risk assessment are 3 for likelihood and severity, making the risk level at 9, which considered as medium. The risk control that can be made are such as place emergency button at the welding area and provide specifically Class D fire extinguisher which effective for welding work near the area. Let's proceed to the fourth hazard under lifting and hoisting process, which is material might hit the workers or buildings while centralize the hoist over the load before lifting process. The possible injury are serious body injury, fatality, or damage of properties. The risk assessment shows that the risk level at 4, which is low. The risk control for this hazard are higher qualified and experienced person for the crane supervision and provide designation person only to control machine unloading activity. The last hazard that I will be presenting is COVID-19. Hazard identification for this case is it is biological hazard which the virus may spread through coughing and contact with others. The possible ill health is the person who affected might have health complications such as internal organ failure and fatality. The risk assessment shows that the risk level is 60, which is high. Finally, the risk control or recommended control measure on the site is all subcon and people who came to the site need to record their details. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Haikal. I'm going to present about Part C, the procedure and the activities need to be carried out in the event of emergency. The first injuries is the slip and fall danger. The procedure needs to be carried out is the victim has to stay put and stay calm and wait for the help. Breathing skill is important at the moment to avoid faint, and inform either the site supervisor, engineer and safety officer. Call for the ambulance, report the accident as the record of evidence. The victim can ask for compensation if the incident occurred due to company failure to provide a safer workplace.
The second one is the cut injury. Cuts from tools and equipment such as saws and knives will always be a serious and critical injury. This is because the equipment and tools that have been used on construction site are all heavier and huge. So the cut will be bigger than any common cut that could be happen in the lab or the factory. It can happen in minor cuts to severe lacerations and can cause loss of one finger or maybe more, even the bones of your leg and hands. Such accident can happen because of the poor handling of the tools, machines or equipment by the workers itself. What can we do if a cut injury happen on the site? First of all, we have to stop all the tasks or work that have been given immediately. Then we have to get the first aid kit and start to put antiseptic and bandage to the cut injury. Otherwise, we have to call for the ambulance if the injury is serious and more critical.
The next procedure is the next injuries is burn. The procedure is to stop the welding or burning section, to reach the first aid kit and apply antiseptic and bandage if there is a lower degree burn, and call for ambulance no matter how low or high degree of burn so that the doctor could confirm it.
The next one is a landslide. Landslide is the unwanted incident that could be happen in construction site. This kind of situation may occur due to two causes. The first one, it may be happen as the result of the imperfect cut of slope done by the workers. The second one may happen due to the soil, the type of soil itself. Landslide is a serious incident and tragedy that could be happen on construction site while it may cause a life loss. There are 4 basic procedure when a landslide happen. First of all, such as usually we have to stop all the tasks, all the work done by all the workers included on the site. The second one, health and safety officers, SHO, and site safety supervisor, triple S, have to instruct all the workers and staff together at emergency point or emergency land or emergency site. Next, they have to make a head count of every single staff and workers that have been on the site. Lastly, they have to wait for the authorities such as firemen and police.
Next is the transportation accident. The procedure is to stop the transportation immediately, check out the driver and the co-driver condition, inform the safety officer if there is injuries happen, get the ambulance if the injuries is serious, and make a report and include the picture as the record for the evidence of the accidents.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anis Natasha binti Juki. I will present about OSH management system in this project. Occupational health and safety management system encompasses more than health and safety program. Having an effective management system improves the ability to continuously identify hazards and control risks in workplace. There are 5 elements of occupational safety and health management system. It started with policy organizing, planning and implementation, evaluation and action for improvement. We will go through the policy first. In this project construction, the policy is according to Malaysian Public Works Department policy. To avoid the spread of COVID-19 on building sites, protocol must be established. Companies must consider any COVID-19 safety regulation set by the state or municipal where the project is being developed while undertaking construction projects. In order to prevent from COVID-19, this project had conducted a few of safety activities such as checking temperature for each workers and sanitizing office. Other than that, toolbox meeting also one of the safety activities in this project. There are 2 meeting checklists that are needed to fill by the workers, which are the checklist of attendance and also checklist of minutes of meeting or issues discussed. Next is safety procedures. Here is the form of safety procedure report and standard operation procedures throughout the period of movement control order SOP as a result of COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. And these 2 pictures show the general safety checklist of vehicles, machinery and plant, and work checklist lifting tower crane, mobile crane, crawler crane, skylift and passenger hoist used in this project. For inspection procedures, the usual construction inspection include the following activities. First is daily on-site inspection reports, organized inspection checklists and records, attendance at project meetings, keeping track of the contractor's timetable and handover check to ensure a smooth project closure. And last but not least is the applications of personal protective equipment PPE in start. The first one is safety helmet. It is used to protect head from falling objects and recognize or indicate the workers. The second one is safety spectacle, which used to cover the eyes from sparks, dust, and others, and also protect the eyes from injury. The third one is safety boot as a protection for feet from falling objects, and the last one is hearing protection, which used to prevent noise-induced hearing loss and reduce the noise energy reaching and causing damage to inner ear. That's all from me. Thank you.